to start thinking about people even while you are broke. I told you my story. I started teaching people's businesses to get better even while I was still broke. I have the knowledge, I pass it.
To your neighbor and say, get angry. They didn't hear you say, get angry.
Guess what? I was broke. Until I started learning to pay people, nobody was willing to pay me.
Millions of people that are attached to you. And if you do not succeed in life, they will die in poverty.
Listen, anger is the gift of God to man. I know most times I say, don't get angry, but listen, even the Bible says, be angry, but
you need to educate yourself again. There's a difference between academics and education. Academics is what you do in the university. The problem is most of the time, what they are teaching you is outdated, not relevant today.
You're selling the right products, you're selling good products, but you're not where your customers can see you.
Please, the first mindset is, I need to live an abundant life. And there's another way that I twist that. A lot of you here don't love yourself. That is why you are still broke. I, Sam Harvard, I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I step, hope arises. Everything I touch, prospers. This is who I am. I am not poor. I make people rich.
A powerful business coach, millionaire mentor, a multi-talented serial entrepreneur, Africa's most sought-after sales guru, the boss of sales superstars, internationally acclaimed best-selling author, a public speaker par excellence, life and finance strategist.
My name is Sam Harvard.
Okay, fantastic. Good day, everybody. I think it's the evening here. It's my pleasure to have you all here. Please, I want to know if you can hear me loud and clear. Please give me 111 in the chat box if you are on Zoom. And the same thing if you are on YouTube, just give that to me as well. Let me see. I need to get this. Okay, so I think this makes sense. Yeah, fantastic. All right, so I want to welcome everybody who's invited for this meeting, and I want you to please share the links that was shared with you to invite somebody else to be a part of this. And if you are a traffic hacker in the house, you can screenshot this and share on your status on Instagram or on your WhatsApp status, or post in some groups and just invite somebody. I think I need to power this. This is going to be a very unique night and life-changing night. It's going to be a short one because I have another live session to host on Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, please go to samharvard_. Somebody help me put the link on the chat. All right, Sam Harvard _. Let me just post that for people who are watching on YouTube. It is at Sam Harvard _. All right, so that is the undo. For those of you who are on YouTube, someone please post it on Zoom so that they can click and join by 9 p.m. Nigerian time, which is 12 a.m. here. We're going to be going live to talk about something very, very unique. All right. All right, so it's important. So thank you everyone for joining. Let me go straight to the point. I will start today by telling you a short story. All right. And I'm going to try to link that story to as many people who are watching me today to be sure that there is a point of connection between us, and all the information that I'm about to share will do you good. Okay. All right. Thank you very much, Abiodun Adekomi. That's Ablad. Thanks. All right. So, a couple of years ago, one afternoon around 4 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m., between that time, there was a news that was released, and the financial markets took a very big hit, in Forex especially. And I was on a trade because I used to trade Forex. By the way, this is not about Forex trading, so don't try to preempt. All right, so it took a hit, and Euro USD was the currency pair that I was trading. And I wasn't trading alone. I was trading with an AI that had about 300 accounts of different people from different parts of Africa connected to that particular AI. So I was monitoring the trade. I was also closing and moderating the trades. So I was there at that point when that news hits. Now, when the news hits, any of you who have probably traded Forex before, you will know that either the market will go up very, very fast and high up, or it will go down, or it will fluctuate up and down, up and down. It will behave crazy, like electric shock. All right, that's normally what usually would happen. So that particular afternoon, there was that news, and the market went haywire. So the market went up and immediately came down. All the trade that I had placed that the market would go up got closed in profit, but it went down for all the trade that was placed for the market to go, that the market to go down, or that the market was supposed to go up. So the market went against the trade, and it kept going down. I thought it would retrace. I will put another position. I thought it would retrace, and it kept going down and down and down until the account was blown. Now, I said that account that was trading was connected to over 300 other people's accounts. Everything that happened on that account was mirrored on the other accounts that was connected to that particular account. And just like that, every of those 300 accounts lost 60% of their capital in less than 1 hour. Now, I want you to rewind a little bit. Before that day, that was like the third business I was going to start that year. The first two that I tried did not work out because it's either the people I trusted and gave money to perform some duty or task for me swallowed the money and did not perform the task, or one thing or another happened and all of these businesses did not work. Rewind before these other two businesses that I did. Before those businesses, I had another business that was doing pretty fine. We had grown it. It was an investment, a hedge fund, a cooperative, and then an online learning platform. And there were so many things we were doing that were working very fine at that point. All of a sudden, all of these things started to take a hit. All our traders started to lose money. Even though this business was worth billions and was present in 14 countries at that time, built within a period of 9 months. All right. Everything started to go down. And before December that year, that business did not exist anymore. So back to the following year, I tried the first business, it went bad. The second business, it went bad. Now, the last business that I had up my sleeve, all right, was this beautiful AI that has been doing phenomenally well from the US. I paid a lot of money to acquire it. I played with it with my own money. It did very well. I put a few friends on it. It did very well. And then we now opened a business around it. We have built everything, the website and all that. I even got me, an European man, to be the CEO. And we put all of these things together and we were going to launch it. People were happy because within the first 15 days of trade, everybody had doubled their money. All right. So it was a beautiful thing. I was like, hope is coming back. And all of a sudden, within 1 hour, everything disappeared. I was at my lowest that day and I didn't know what to do. I walked out of my house without wearing anything on my leg. And I was walking towards the bush because I was just thinking, what next? What can I do? And then something said to me, you better really care. I mean, you're already going to the bush. You're running mad, bro. So I had to come to my senses. I returned home and I sat down on my bed, tears dropping down my eyes. I didn't know what to do next. And I felt I had failed in life. I don't know if there's anyone here who have tried many things. Things used to be good for you, but now it's no longer that great. All right. A friend was telling me about a particular uncle of his who was doing very well in real estate, and some reason, some things went bad for him. And right now, he has quick notice that has expired like 3 times, and they are threatening to bring court order and stuff to evict him. He didn't even have money to feed his family. And I've also had people that are very dear to me who told me feeding family has been difficult. You probably are in that state, or you probably know somebody who is in that state. I want to say to you first that that is not the end of your life. That is not the end of things. You will rise again. How do I know? Because everything you call end, as long as you breathe, is a bend. It is not an end. As long as you breathe, let that sink in. Everything you think is your end, as long as you can breathe, that thing is not your end. It is a bend, which means it's a time for a new direction, a time for something new to happen in your life. While I was seated there in my room that evening, I had something in my ears, not physical voice, but I had a strong external voice. I was very clear. I was very sure. And that voice asked me a simple question. And that question is, what is in your hand? I understood the question immediately. I knew what that voice was asking me is, what do you have in your hands? If you're a Christian here, you probably have heard the story of David. I don't know if it's in the Quran the same way it's in the Bible. But David was a boy that was told to guard his father's sheep. While he was at his duty, a threat came to kill the sheep. Was a bear. He took the sheep. David saw it, went after the bear, killed the bear, rescued the sheep. Sometimes later, a lion also came to attack the sheep. The lion took the sheep. He saw it. He went after the lion, rescued the sheep. Then the lion turned against him to fight him. Then this guy with his club smote and killed the lion. Nobody saw him. Nobody praised him. But somehow a giant army was facing his country, his entire clan, and was threatening to kill them. He said, we're not going to war with you. I just need you to give me one man who can fight me. Whoever wins the war, whoever wins that battle, the country would enslave the other. And nobody was able to fight these big giants. They call him Goliath. And David was permitted, even though he was a young boy of 17, to fight a giant on behalf of his entire country because of the things he had done before in the past that nobody saw or praised him for. When he shared that story with the king said, truly you are our savior. For you to be able to save sheep and then run away from the hands of bear, for you to be able to do that to a lion, then you can save the entire country. All right? So when that voice said to me that day, what is in your hands? I already knew the meaning of that question. Then I started to remember a few years before there, about 5 years earlier, how I had helped a friend's training company that was running professional trainings and making 350,000 naira every month in revenue. Within a period of 5 months of working together with the young man, his monthly revenue grew from 350,000 to 5 million. I remember I had helped another friend of mine who was about to start a consumerism business. Consumerism is where you come together as a crowd to buy things for a cheap price so that everybody can afford to pay less than what you would have paid if you had gone on your own. And I put up a sales strategy for him. And the first day he launched that business, they made 23 million. Within 10 months of running that business from the city of Oshogbo, Osun State in Nigeria, not Lagos. All right. They had done over 100 million in revenue. Then I remembered all of these things. I remember just a year before then, my own business in less than 1 year had grown to over $5 million and to 14 countries. I did not have two heads. There is something I know that could grow businesses from scratch and make them multiply. Then I remember, if I have this thing in my hands, I could actually do this for businesses. Every one of you listening to me right now, there is something about your life that you have been underlooking. There is something about your life that you have been overlooking. There is something about your life that you have been discounting. There is some skill about you. There is some things you could do. There are some experiences you have. There are things that you thought will pull you down, but you pulled through. That other people around you, around the world, are going through the similar challenge right now. But your story of triumph can be sold to them as a solution. There is something about you. Even if you believe there is nothing about you, the fact that you are here watching me right now, there is something about you called capacity to learn. So when that voice came to me that day after I'd lost my businesses, I stood up and I didn't know where that energy came from. I was clear what I was going to do next. It's been a couple of years now. This is, I think, about the 4th year. And by God's grace, I've been able to build multiple million-dollar businesses. I don't live in Nigeria anymore. I can fly anywhere I want to fly to. I don't fly economy. I don't even fly business class. I fly first class. I've been able to rep thousands and hundreds of thousands of people, either directly or indirectly. Through the things I've created, I've been able to put food in the tables of millions of people. All right, I'm able to help my own family live life at my own term. Why? Because I could answer the question, what is in my hand? The only reason you are here today is because you want to be able to answer that question. And all I'm going to say to you, ladies and gentlemen, is what worked for me, all right, 4 years ago when I thought I had lost everything, that has built me to where I am today. By God's grace, I am not poor, and God knows I am not poor, all right? That has brought me to where I am today has been broken down into 10 unique digital skills. That's number one. But I found out that learning a skill is not enough, ladies and gentlemen. What is much more important than learning a skill is your ability to make money with the skill you are learning. And that is what we are building. Today is the last Saturday. My birthday is next week, Saturday. Access to joining our community to learn these skills, to learn the business of affiliate marketing, and to have access to 10 unique businesses you can do, have access to 10 digital skills that I just talked about, and 4 ways to monetize them, which gives you 40 streams of income, is going to expire in the next 7 days, ladies and gentlemen. By the 5th of November, which is my birthday, access to have all of this that I just mentioned is going to cost you $1,500. So if you are here right now and you would like to learn from me, not only from me, but from other people that have learned from me and are making multiple millions in their local currency, if this is you, all right, I want you to do everything possible beginning from tonight to get back to the person who invited you for this meeting and claim complete lifetime access for only $100. You can put that in your local currency. If you're in Nigeria, you have opportunity to pay only $50,000, not even $72,000, for that $100 between now and next week, Friday. All right. I don't want you to wait. I don't want you to waste time. It's okay if you don't have the money right now, but if you tell yourself you can't raise it, then you have already lost. I want you to do everything possible to make sure you are part of this. I will not say more than this. If you do not do this, if you do not join us, if you do not take action right now, you will eventually blame yourself for not being a part of this. I'll close with this simple, funny story of a man who says he could walk on water. And he went to this village and was telling everybody that I can walk on water, I can walk on water. And eventually they paid attention to him. And he took the entire village to the stream. And he said, today I'm going to show you that I have the power to walk on water. And then he started taking steps. He took the first step. He took the second step. People expected him to drown. This man did not drown. He was floating. And he walked all through and came out on the other side of the stream. And he did not drown. People were like, whoa, somebody is doing magic here. How did you do it? So everybody rushed to him and they were asking him, how did you do it? And the man, he started smiling. And then he told them, he said, listen, I do not have the capacity to walk on water. All I did was to research where stones are inside this stream. And every time I place my leg, I'm placing it on a stone. Every time I place my leg, I'm placing it on a stone. And any one of you can walk on water if only you know where the stones are. Whatever result I've had for my own life, you can have your own kind of result for your own life also. If only you know where the stones are. And the stones is simply embedded in that simple word that you have always been overlooking, called mentorship. Mentorship is ability for someone who has been where you want to be to hold you by the hand and take you there. I've always thought that the biggest gift, all right, or the biggest investment you can give to yourself is for you to be able to learn how to increase your capacity to make more money. And the only way to do that is to have access so you can observe somebody who is already earning more than you. So here is my final proposal. Every one of you who's here, if you would like to be able to build an extra online income up to $10,000 US dollars every month, you can even do it per week, and you would like to learn exactly how we are doing it and how we are training these people, because I'm on a mission to train and help raise 1 million people who will be job creators all across Africa. And I want you to be one of us. All this will cost you between now and the 4th of November, because by the 5th, the access fee is going to jump to $1,500. And I know what I'm talking about. What it will cost you is only $100. So how would you become a part of this? Is very simple. Please reach out to whoever invited you to this meeting. Get their link, get registered. Tomorrow night by 9 p.m. Nigerian time, I want to welcome you to what we call our family meeting on Zoom. If you're watching me on YouTube, once you join, I want to welcome you on Zoom. All right, ask them for the link to join me on Zoom, where I'm going to be opening to you one of the biggest vision that we have created and how everyone in our community is going to become an overnight millionaire. If it sounds crazy, you don't want to miss the family meeting tomorrow. So find a way to join tonight so you can have special access to that. There are so many bonuses that I'm going to give to you that time will not permit me to start showing you right now. But all I want you to do is, if you can take me at my word, if you believe this is about you, if you believe I'm speaking to you and you want to be part of this, you have not wasted your time. All I need you to do is simply reach out to whoever invited you, get their link to register on our website, and make your payments. You can pay through different means. If you're from Cameroon, you can pay through Momo. If you're from Ghana, you can pay through Momo. If you're in Nigeria, you can do bank transfer. You can pay through card. If you're from any other parts of the world and you have a working card, either MasterCard or Visa. You can pay through Stripe. You can pay through cryptocurrency, USDT, Binance Coins, or even Bitcoin. You have so many payment options and you have no excuse. So ladies and gentlemen, this is everything I intend to share with you. I don't intend to tell you further story. So I've laid before you life and death. It is your choice that counts. But I want to appeal to you. Choose life so that it will be well with you. And very soon, you will not say, I told you so. All right, so what's standing between you and that dream of yours is a simple $100. All right, I leave you with a little recap of the last conference we had in West Africa. And I hope that you are going to be a part of us very soon. Let's start from a message from Yaoundé in Cameroon.
So what are you waiting for? Join this great vision. Join Learnoflix. At Learnoflix, we learn, we earn, and we flex.
We go because these are skills that are going to help us to fight poverty. These are skills that are going to help us help other people to be able to earn.
Let's do this together. This is Kingala.
If there's anything I want you to write down, is this. One of the most dangerous things you can do to yourself in
if you believe that this person is outshining you because they have more skills, because they have more influence, because they have more money, that's already a disservice to you. Because light never gets dimmer because another light shines.
Get angry that you are here, where you are right now, when you could be much more. Until you are fed up of being fed up with where you are, there won't be any change.
Motivation is the fuel that drives action. But more important than being motivated is the ability to stay motivated.
the one, the only, Sam Harvard.
Hi, Sam Harvard. I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere I go, everything I do prospers. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor. I make people rich. I am not poor.
Behind every desire you admire are requisite action that you need to take in order for that desire to transpire. I want to say welcome, Accra, Ghana, to the 40 Streams Conference.
Here in the hall, you connect with great mentors. You get information that will make you relevant in your generation. And just the lack of this information can cost you another 10 years of frustration.
It's not a question of whether you can make money online. It's a question of what systems are you aware of that you can take advantage of to make money online.
So we are not looking at individuals that are just doing the thing. We are just looking at a crop of people who are banded together, seeing themselves as a team that is making a transgenerational change.
Until you take that decision and say, like the biblical character called Esther, if I perish, I perish, there won't be any change.
Most importantly, will you take action repeatedly? Because action is not enough. Taking repeated action is what creates results.
The key is what? Focus.
Please, ladies and gentlemen,
That's right.
with a standing ovation, we want to welcome into this hall,
That's right.
Mr. Kwame and Sam Harvard. Put your hands together.
Becoming a millionaire or billionaire is not a function of age. It's not a function of your nationality. It's not a function of gender, and it's not even a function of your spirituality.
People are saving lives on the internet. People are changing their families' financial standings using the internet. If today we have mobile money and my 72-year-old mother can send and receive money, it should tell you what technology is.
If you want to influence and impact people and you want to be comfortable, you will never get to influence and impact anybody, ladies and gentlemen.
To start thinking about people even while you are broke. I told you my story. I started teaching people's businesses to get better even while I was still broke. I have the knowledge, I pass it.
To your neighbor and say, get angry. They didn't hear you say, get angry.
Guess what? I was broke. Until I started learning to pay people, nobody was willing to pay me.
Millions of people that are attached to you. And if you do not succeed in life, they will die in poverty.
Listen, anger is the gift of God to man. I know most of you say, don't get angry, but listen, even the Bible says, be angry, but
you need to educate yourself again. There's a difference between academics and education. Academics is what you do in the university. The problem is most of the time, what they are teaching you is outdated, not relevant today.
You're selling the right products, you're selling good products, but you're not where your customers can see you.
Please, the first mindset is, I need to live an abundant life. And there's another way that I twist that. A lot of you here don't love yourself. That is why you are still broke.
I, Sam Harvard, I'm a beacon of hope. Everywhere